What is your view of Putin today?
You have always got me into the hot seat because you know I speak my heart. Frankly, nothing's changed. To me, Ukraine is a tragedy pushed by the United States. We were after Russia. We've been after Russia, frankly, since 1917, 18, 19. We invaded Russia. We've done to Russia, constantly treated it like a boogeyman. Roosevelt is the only president, and Kennedy were the only two presidents that gave it the benefit of the doubt. And in time, you realize that the more you trust, the more you are trusted. Trust works between nations. We have treated them as vile outcasts. Our media has been awful. Awful. They don't re-examine their own prejudices. It's been, frankly, reading the news and following it has been very depressing. But the truth is that Ukraine is a corrupt country, and the people who are running it are really corrupt. And they don't deserve what the kind of money they were giving them. We're supporting like the Vietnam regime, we're supporting a corrupt regime. We throw money away like it's senseless.
I think just to add a couple things on the Russia war, we talked recently to some advisors to Putin, and you have to recognize that Putin is very restrained. If Russia was doing to Ukraine what Israel has done to Gaza, I think there would be a huge different shift in perspective on things, right? I mean, the truth is Israel's gotten away with destroying Gaza. Russia's not treating Kiev that way for a very important reason. Kiev is historically considered part of Russia. You understand, historically, ancestrally, they are connected. So Putin has been very restrained in all our conversations. We've understood he could have pushed. There are many people saying, advisors that are right-wing, more right-wing than him, saying that there are weapons coming from Romania and Poland, bomb the weapons depots, right? I think Putin has been very restrained in his war. And I think you compare what happened, the amount of civilians killed in Ukraine compared to Gaza, and the statistics speak for themselves.
What the West doesn't understand, and never did, is that Putin doesn't want Ukraine back. He wants Ukraine neutral, and he said that time and time again, neutral. Doesn't want NATO and all its people and its right-wing factor in Ukraine. And he's defending his own country because it's like Canada to us. If the Chinese or the Russians were in Canada like we are in Ukraine, we'd be freaking out.
The Cuban Missile Crisis is a great example of what happened when the Russians tried to bring missiles 90 miles from our coast. That's what Kiev and whatnot is to Russia. So we have to look at it, as Jeffrey Sachs has pointed out, I think more eloquently than we can right now. I think a very similar perspective to what we have.